You've been told a gap year is for people who are lost, or people who just aren't smart enough to go to college. You have a life purpose. You have the brains and work ethic to complete college. You were never told that intelligent people didn't go to college. But what if those intelligent people are only the ones education writes a story about? What if the real brilliant people? What if those people didn't care what others thought? I could go to college right now and succeed, but all I'd be doing is that. Checking boxes, hoarding A's, riding off the coattails of my fickle, simulated achievements, and doing what I had done my whole life. I knew I couldn't learn what I needed to in a classroom after high school. I needed a place that taught me a different way. A real challenge. A curriculum unpredictable, unplannable, and 5,000 miles across the sea. I decided to take a whole month out of my summer to learn from other countries on a European discovery trip with EF Gap Year. Obviously, with my first time traveling alone and internationally, I didn't know what to expect. When you're put in a classroom to read by the book, you can understand what's going to happen and what you're going to learn. On this month-long trip, I had literally no idea what I was going to experience at any given time. And that was the first lesson. The curriculum of life that I'd have to understand and embrace to even function at all on this gap month. To pass a test in school, you study specific books and sites and papers to prepare for that single test on a specific topic. In life, the tests and study sessions are blurred together in one giant mess of what is going on. I am so interested in this stuff. I spent so long learning about World War II history in my German class. It's interesting to see it here. It's weird to think that like less than 100 years ago, there were people fighting on this. To really open myself up to anything in these unique places, I had to understand that even though EF gave us day-by-day itineraries, what really happened during those days was going to be completely unpredictable. I did not know this was how you entered this place. I'm not super sure which statue this is, but there's a lot of people around it. Now that I've got a front view, I definitely recognize that. I literally feel like I'm playing some kind of dungeon crawler game right now, just dodging and weaving behind really old, ancient, important statues. The reality of life is that its lesson plan consists of giving you one thing, and then throwing a ton of other lessons about random things at you in the process.
I mean, we can go in there and take a photograph under the tree if you want. Yes, I do want to do that.
Yes, the ferret.
Oh my god.
Here.
Say hi. How you guys doing? You look so hot.
Once I was finally able to understand that life's decisions for me could not be planned, I was able to move into understanding that my own decisions shouldn't always be planned either. We're so but we're having a really good time. Like how I embraced my experiences life naturally threw at me, I also had to trust myself and embrace the decisions I made that didn't really completely make sense at the time. I know it sounds kind of confusing, but honestly, it was for me too. I can't believe I'm doing this. I can't believe I'm doing this. There are many, many moments in life where you yourself need to decide how your story continues. They can be big choices that shape a large chunk of your future, or as small as what to order, what road to walk down, literally. Oh my gosh, Drew. This is absolutely horrifying and beautiful. My trip with EF really taught me to trust my own instincts fully, to understand no decision is going to be perfect. Some choices will seem wrong at the time. This was a horrible idea. Some will seem right. Disney! Yeah, Disney! But all of them are made by me. And when it all comes down to it, no matter what happened, something was gained by every decision I made, because at the end of the day, they were my decisions. Paid nearly €4 for this tiny little thing.
And these aren't even carbonated.
Yeah, freaking Disney. If I didn't love it so much, I'd hate it. Drew ran off, so now Rachel has decided to go with Grant to make sure he doesn't fall over a ledge with his audio guide, and I'm gonna go try to find Drew. Now, what was gained kind of depended on what I did, but there was always something understood, something internalized, and a lesson I wasn't aware I was steering myself towards, but could only be realized when I chose the path I chose, if that makes any sense. Oh jeez, where'd you come from?
Oh, sorry.
I was looking for you. And that's doing the hard things that would open me up to those experiences. What are we wowing? Oh, wow. Oh, wow! Was honestly the hardest lesson for me to embody. I don't really know what to do. Now, free time. Free time was the hardest for me to enjoy initially, because many times they consisted of completing a difficult task. Where are we? How do I get up here? For the sake of completing it. What is that? No, absolutely not. I was extremely opposed to doing anything difficult if it didn't have a purpose, in quotations. The education system has taught us, at least me, that doing anything hard which doesn't end in concrete success is a failure of a task. Just don't do it. I needed a tangible end goal that was worth it for the effort I put in to get there. Free time was not that. Free time forced me to plan days that were never predictable, do things that seemed to me in many moments to be a complete waste of my time.
Where are they?
I wonder how long it is.
I want to go. Where are they at? The other two.
But once I let the day play out naturally, battled the workaholic demon in my head back for a period of time, and became comfortable in situations that were not initially beneficial, that's when I had some of the best experiences of my life. Too much truffle. Way too much truffle. Too many hills. Too many mountains.
I'm okay. I'm good. I'm just vibing. Okay, that's pretty cool.
Being open-minded to things that you wouldn't normally do at home is really, really, really important when making decisions in new areas. Remain open-minded in these places. Open yourself up to the possibility of experiencing joy from something your limited experiences have convinced you will be boring or hard or not worth it. Because that's when life gives you your most valuable encounters.
Whoa. Wow.
That's the beauty in it. These travels, paths we take on a gut feeling, random coincidence, or by a simple yes, are the paths our souls really need. They're the lessons that are hidden in confusion, that challenge our bravery, resolve, and innovation, as intense as that kind of sounds. I tried structuring this video as best I could, but in all honesty, what I learned in my gap month couldn't really be sectioned off. Sometimes I was super aware when something was being taught to me. More often I went into an experience with one expectation and understood something completely different.
Girl, look up. Aw. Look up.
Oh.
Hi.
I accidentally dropped a sword and it like hit something. Nothing broke or nothing fell, but man.
Life is the greatest teacher in that it teaches you to be an artist as much as an educator. I had the best experiences in my life when I was able to combine my creativity with my logic, understand the outward lessons as well as the feelings they gave me. Ending my gap month was difficult, but it gave me a whole new outlook on my life. I'm intelligent. But before this month, I thought that intelligence could only serve me in school or at a job or on a test. Now I understand what I chase is wisdom. The ability to not just learn, but enlighten myself. Don't just gain knowledge, but seek failure, encounter challenges, say yes, create adventures, observe others, and expose yourself to the greatest teacher that is life. I have a whole year before I revisit the decision to go to college, and maybe in a year that's what I'll need. But what I understood from my trip is that bravery, the drive to take action and reflect after, jump into your dreams head first and clean up the mess when you're in it, that is what I want to explore this year. Because the real intelligent people start taking risks, start messy, start determined, start to craft the life they've always wanted now. Because life can't teach you when you refuse to experience it.